In this video, we're going to walk through some of the pitfalls of pricing rules. Let's go here into System Settings, make our way to the List tab, and then down to Pricing Profiles. We have here several examples of individual pricing profiles created, but for general purpose here, we're going to open up Default, and we're going to edit the rules. Now let's talk about some of the pitfalls of writing pricing rules. We have the potential for a duplicate rule, and we also have the argument of hierarchy. So the best practice when you're looking for duplicate rules is to use the filter sort at the top of your screen where it says drag and drop column header here to group by that column. I like to group by item type, and I like to group by basis. Now, when we open up the drop downs, we get to see their different individual sections. Now, when that's done, if I hit fixed price, I see there's only one rule. When I see list price, I see there's multiples. If there was a duplicate, this is the fastest way to find it because it's now sorted with these things created equal by item type or by price basis, for example. Now, to close these, we're going to hit the little X, and that's going to drop that out of the window. And we're back to our standard view. Now let's talk about the hierarchy of pricing rules. The left column always wins. So if you see an item type rule written, it will supersede any other rule. So if I have, for example, Master Pack oil filters fixed at $6.95, but they are an SFI line code. If I write a SFI line code rule, which would be in the manufacturer column, and say sell those items at 40% gross profit, this set of Master Pack oil filters will ignore that manufacturer rule because that column is one side to the right. So the furthest we go to the right with the criteria, the less likely it is going to follow that rule if there is another competing rule. So how do I tell if I've got something not working right? A duplicate's easy to find. But let's say you have multiple pricing rules written in your profile and you need to figure out why in the world is this not working? I have a hierarchy conflict and I can't see it. The best place to look for that is in a repair order. So the best practice on any time you're writing pricing rules and making changes to matrix is to test it in a real world example. So let's go open up a repair order here. I believe we'll have an example here to go with on 550. This is going to give us all of our items that are on the ticket. We go to the worksheet tab. We go to the profitability tab, and it gives us the basis. So if you have an incorrect price on a work order, it's not doing what you wanted. It's not $6.95 like I told it for Master Pack oil filters, for example. You're going to pay special attention to the basis column. This basis column tells you exactly which pricing rule is causing that particular outcome. So if I see that this brake fluid is priced wrong, I wanted it at list price. Well, it's hitting the parts matrix, TRACS default retail. That's why that price is coming up the way that it is at 60%. Versus something that would be more modest and be just a few dollars, maybe a touch of a percent over. This would be the fastest way for you to say, okay, now I have that rule is included in a parts matrix rule. So if I come in here to my system settings as the quick last step review, we're going to profiles, we'll go back to default and edit, and we're going to see why. Any part that is on my ticket that is generic in fashion, any part is going to follow that default retail matrix. That would tell me that if that brake fluid was not behaving correctly, that I don't have a pricing rule written for it that says that item number brake fluid gets sold at this fixed price or at this percentage. So we want to thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.